Hey everybody, it's Bryce from Brothers on Tennis, and I am here today on the USC campus with the women's tennis team. Look, we are extremely excited because today is a very special event with the Pete Brown Jr. Tennis Program. It's Go Girl, Power Me Up. Look, we all know that empowerment and support are two of the biggest items our young ladies need in their development. And the USC women's team is totally here for it. So what we're gonna have today is some good discussions, some good time on court. We're gonna get you some footage of all of that, as well as some interviews with players from the USC team and their head coach, Alison Swain. So stay tuned, enjoy, and continue to follow. Hey everyone, Bryce again from Brothers on Tennis. I am honored to be here with the head coach of the USC women's tennis team, Alison Swain. Hey Alison, how are you? Nice to meet you.
I'm good. Nice to meet you too.
So talk to me about what this day is about. Go Girl, Power Me Up.
Yeah. So last spring, my assistant coach Elizabeth Begley and I had the chance to do a Go Girl Power Up program at the Pete Brown Tennis Academy, the two of us with the girls, and we had such a great time. They were so engaged. They're so motivated about their tennis and being part of that academy, and it's just down the street from us. So we suggested to our team this year that we do something on our campus for the girls and one of these programs with our student athletes, and today is all about that. Our players are really excited to give back to the community. They've seen a lot of these girls out at our matches last spring. They know they're just down the street, and so today is about a little bit of off-court bonding that our team does and exposing these girls to that.
So who kind of comes up with the curriculum for an event like this?
Yeah.
What are the things that you do and that type of thing?
Well, on our team, we don't have team captains, we have a leadership group. And that leadership group is based around developing their leadership skills while they're here at USC, and then also taking a hand in leading our team. So we went to our leadership group, my coaching staff and I, with this idea, and they helped us come up with what they thought would be fun and engaging and allow these girls to really get to know them in the time we get to spend with them today. So putting these girls in small groups, getting them out of their kind of tennis comfort zone to play some other games is hopefully an opportunity to just build relationships and build connection.
Gotcha. So for those that are watching this and they think, I have a young one that's coming up in tennis or maybe even has an interest in potentially playing collegiate tennis, what's your advice for them?
Yeah, my first piece of advice is there's all levels of college tennis. I've coached at the Division III level, I've coached at Division I, I've coached at some of the top programs, but there's all levels, there's huge opportunities. I think being a student athlete adds a lot of value and character development to someone's college experience around time management, discipline, motivation, and also the opportunity to be on a team and build relationships and set goals. So I think it's a great thing to aspire to. Some people look at USC and think that's the only opportunity to play college tennis is at the very highest level, but there's all levels, and it's about finding the right fit and the right coach and the right school academically. So I encourage everybody, if that's their dream, to go after it. Reach out, talk to coaches. Don't wait for them to come to you. If you have little ones, the most important thing is that they love the game. You can't force goals on them. They have to grow naturally into the love of the game. And developing that and their own internal motivation is probably the biggest, most important character skill, I think.
So we can't end this interview without talking about your actual team. So you have the #1 player in the country going into the season. Tell us, what are you looking forward to this season?
Yeah, I think, it's exciting having the #1 player in the country going into season. She really earned that accolade all last year to start the season like this. We're super proud of her. Erin Cayetano, she's an LA native. And we're trying to help her further her goals as well. But she has a big goal this year, and it's to help our team continue to grow from what we call good to great. We feel like we've been good in the past. We want to be great. We want to really push to win a national championship, to win a Pac-12 title. So that's our big goal beyond any individual goals. And a big piece of that for us is actually our team dynamic. So what we're doing here today with these girls is the stuff we like to do off court to help build our team culture, build relationships, build that bond where we really trust each other and we're motivated by each other and we're on the same page.
That is awesome. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk with us today. Everyone, this is Alison Swain, USC Women's Tennis Head Coach.
Fight on!
Hey everyone, so as we told you before, we are here on the USC campus today for Go Girl Power Me Up Day. I'm here with one of the parents of the participants, Miss Etta Carter, and just wanted to get a few words from Etta about what this day means to her and her daughter.
So good morning. I am glad to be here, and I am blessed to be here on the campus of USC. This is an amazing experience for my daughter, who is 13, and to be able to come on the campus of USC and get feedback and get coaching skills and information from head coaches and head #1 players on USC. It's amazing, and I don't take it for granted. I'm so thankful to the Pete Brown Junior Tennis Program for making this happen, because how often do you have kids, from here in South LA able to come, to USC right in their backyard?
Right. Well, one of the things that I was very interested in hearing is I wasn't even aware at the time that USC is the #1 women's tennis program in the country, as well as having the #1 player. So, how does that make you feel?
Oh, I am in awe. We had the opportunity to watch her hit a little bit this morning, and she was hitting that ball with all the force and form, and my daughter had a chance to look at that, and she's like, wow, Mom, she is unbelievable. And it's just a learning tool. It's exposure, and letting them know that this could be you too if you put in the work and the time. You can be just as good as that #1 player.
Absolutely. So how old is your daughter, and how long has she been playing?
Okay, my daughter is 13. She'll be 14 in December. And she's been with this program since about 4 or 5 years old.
Wow.
And she has grown up with the coaching staff and with the board, and she has learned. She has gotten great techniques, where now she is on the tennis team at her school, and they have made it to the semifinals. But I give it all, give all the praise to Pete Brown, because they taught her the techniques and the work ethic to put in the time.
Right. So, where do we go from here, right? What's next on the calendar for you and your daughter?
Now that's a number of different facets, but as far as tennis is concerned, she will. Her coach told me that she will be the #1 singles player on the varsity team next year.
Congratulations!
And so we're gonna, follow that through. Maybe start a few of those tournaments, and you never know. Or we're looking, for scholarships. She's reached out to the head coach at Harvard. She's an African American head coach, and so we're looking at that and just increasing her skills and the power and the serves and the footwork and all that good stuff.
Oh, well, Etta, thank you so much for taking time to speak with us today. We love getting the perspective from the parents. We always talk to the players and the coaches, but we know the parents really go through it, right?
Yeah, we're right there every match. Yeah, sitting nervous.
Absolutely. So continued good luck to you and your daughter.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed this interview.
Look who we have here, everyone. We have the #1 women's tennis player in collegiate tennis here, Miss Erin Cayetano. Erin, wonderful to meet you. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How about you, sir?
I am great. So, I have a couple questions for you. First of all, let's talk about today. The Go Girl Power Me Up program today. What does this mean to you and your team being involved?
Honestly, it means the world to us. The reason why we play tennis is to hopefully inspire younger kids to hopefully go to college and do the same thing as us. And honestly, getting to do this is a great opportunity. It's an It's an awesome opportunity to meet new people as well.
Absolutely. So, can you talk a little bit about, we know what the young ladies are going to get out of this. I mean, playing with some of the top players in women's collegiate tennis. What does your team get out of it?
I think it gives us an opportunity to give back. I personally work with a non-profit organization, so doing events like this mean the world to me because I know organizations like this helped me a lot and inspired me to be where I am today.
Right. So let's talk about you for a quick second. #1 in the country. I know a lot of hard work went into getting to that spot. What are you looking forward to most this year?
This year, I still have that underdog mentality. Even though right now my ranking might be #1, I still have a lot to prove, and I still have a lot in the tank for me. So just going out there and playing with my heart.
And I understand you're originally from Long Beach?
Yes, I am. Let's go.
I used to live in Long Beach. All right,
go.
represent.
Let's
represent. All right. Hey, everyone. This is Erin Cayetano. You know what? I'm going to say her name again. This is Erin Cayetano, and the #1 player in collegiate tennis. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks for having me.
All right, great. Hello, everyone. Bryce again from Brothers on Tennis, and I am here with another parent, or should I say grandparent, Reggie Nelson. Reggie, first of all, tell me, who is your young one out here? How old are they, and how long have they been playing tennis?
Well, I have two. What I with the USC program right now is Jaya White. She is 11 now. Her first year playing, both of their first year. Jair is 9. He has a football game today. And he's 9 years old. They've been playing 1 year because of pandemic.
Right.
I was promoted to homeschool mom against my will during the pandemic, and just had to find something for them to do. You know?
Right.
So I started, I ordered a couple of rackets and just went out to the park and was sitting around, knew nothing about it. Somebody told me about a clinic over at Harvard and took them that Saturday, and they took to it, been playing ever since.
Come through, Oracene Williams, all right?
Yeah.
You know? Pandemic born some tennis players out of here.
Exactly, precisely.
So let's talk about today. We're here on the USC campus for Go Girl Power Me Up. What does this mean for you and your daughter and other young ladies?
It means a lot. It exposes them to the opportunity to see kids like them, the advantages it has in tennis, and how far it can take you with their youth. They don't know a whole lot about it, just like I didn't. Just out there hitting balls, and then it turns into a thing. Jaya is her full name, actually won a USTA essay contest, and she was one amongst thousands of entries that won that trip to New York.
Oh, that's who? What? Okay, we were told about
It
that.
was a local kid. Yeah, that was Jaya.
Awesome.
And so she just got back from that about a month ago. Her father escorted her. So those are the things that's been happening. You know, you just find out all of these various resources and how people take you in, and it turns into something that you can grow on.
Right.
And I'm a USC graduate. This is my alma mater, so I've been trying to push her to go.
All right,
so all
Trojan.
of this means everything to
Right.
us. Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Pete Brown Junior Tennis Program, you know, your involvement with them, what have they meant to you?
Now, that's probably the biggest everything. Like I was at a different park, and that was the clinic someone told me to go to, and they just embrace those kids, and I just see how they pull together so many kids in the community and just make a whole different world out of us inner city children. And the skill level doesn't have to be there before they're just pulling you in and taking you on, you know, like their own. And the way that their skill levels increase is just exponential, and it's empowering, and it's exciting, and it's lovely to see. So it has been everything, and I guess me being the go-go and always, as the Grants call me, always involved. The Pete Brown program brought me in. I'm their education coordinator. So we do things to try and introduce the kids to how to use tennis to explore all the other things you love in life. You know,
Right.
so the creativeness that they have, or we're working on science with another program. So it means a lot. And Marty is just out there really pulling strings and doing things to make this world good for these kids.
Right, Marty Woods, y'all. That's who she's talking about.
He's amazing. Yeah.
Well, look, thank you so much for all that you're doing, because you're going above and beyond what your kids' involvement is. And Reggie Nelson, another parent, grandparent, that is proving that it truly takes a community. Thank you so much for the talk,
Thank you.
Reggie.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Bryce from Brothers on Tennis, here with another member of the USC women's tennis team. We have sophomore Sloan Mora. Sloan, wonderful to meet you. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. So, of course, I have to start off by getting your thoughts on today's program, the Go Girl Power Grab. What does this mean to you?
So, I mean, growing up, I was fortunate enough to always be surrounded by so many great female role models. Just my older sister was a college tennis player, and still is, but I also just spent a lot of time around college players growing up, and it was just so inspiring to me, and I feel like it really just aided like my progression into college tennis, and it just makes me so happy to be able to come here today and spend time with these girls who I know have just worked so hard and have just the biggest goals, and I just hope I could be a sliver of what the role models that I looked up to growing up were. So yeah, I'm super happy to be here today.
Well, I'm sure that that is a big thing for you. I mean, to be a sophomore and to be on the leadership team
Yes.
for the USC women's tennis team. How did that happen?
I mean, it's an honor. I think last year I kind of just was put into a role and I kind of just took it and ran with it. I love my team so much. They're my best friends, and yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about this upcoming season. So what has you most excited about this upcoming season?
For sure, our team culture this year is just, I've never seen anything like it. Like, I think all of us just love each other so much, and we're just so excited to get out there and play and see what we can do and win a natty. So
I like that. I like that. Well, look, thank you so much for what you do in terms of giving back to the community, helping to build some of these girls up. Just a wonderful charitable thing for you to do, and good luck for the rest of the season.
thank you so much.
All right, nice meeting you,
Nice
Sloan.
to meet you.